FNB. I have the greatest pleasure to now declare Starwin Products Limited on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
I hardly have any money in the US or European markets. Most of my earnings, money, investments are in Ghana and other African countries.
We've had about 4 or 5 bull markets in which we've exceeded 100% return.
We're seeing more and more private equity firms creating Africa-dedicated funds. We are seeing, for the first time, Africa-dedicated hedge funds emerging, fairly new. But that's certainly a bellwether sign that Africa is being taken seriously from international markets.
Africa is changing. Since 2000, more than 2/3 of the countries have had multi-party elections. And so most countries on the continent are at peace. And so the neighborhood in which you can make investments is definitely improving.
We don't expect to be Wall Street overnight. We don't expect to be the City of London overnight. But we should be able to compete with the likes of Malaysia and Ireland.
The average return last year was in excess of 50% in US dollar terms.
50–60% plus.
300% growth, okay?
The average return in most markets, in developing markets, could quite easily exceed 20 to 25%. Now, if you're an active investor and you're coming in and out of stocks very proactively, you could see yourself being able to get 200 plus, 300 plus returns year on year.
Clients have doubled their money, tripled their money, and well even gone up to quadruple.
There was a reporter from Euromoney and came to interview us. And he was just amazed because here were these guys, you know, with the bright eyes from the US, but in a dingy little office talking big things that they thought they would do with the Ghana Stock Exchange. And he wrote up on us, and I think if I remember correctly, his tagline was a little ahead of their time, I think is how he described us. And it went just like that, a total portfolio of about maybe $25 million. That was the first wave of emerging market funds to come into the country. So we entered the market on top of the market. I mean, immediately we just control the market.
2 years ago it was 70% return. Last year it was 137% return in real dollar terms. And over the 7-year period, I think it's about 60% real return. This is not a Mickey Mouse operation. They are serious professionals intent on creating value for their clients and making money for themselves.
I have a company in the United States, and I have a company here with a partner, a local partner here in Uganda.
I am Charles Musisi. I'm considered to be the pioneer of the internet in Uganda. Those folks are the future.
Communications is the vehicle for the future. It is the vehicle for Africa to reach into other markets without moving people. So it is the greatest export that can possibly be there. And we put internet in there, and people kept saying, these farmers, they're illiterate, you're not going to be able to use it, they won't know what to do. Well, this is what we found. We came back 3 months later. They had contacted a company in Wisconsin to get a drip irrigation system, had it shipped to them, and we're actually testing out this drip irrigation system.
We're the 22nd largest economy in the world, and the Johannesburg Stock Exchange is the 17th largest in the world. We are the largest investor into the rest of Africa. The development of South Africa is intrinsically linked to our neighbors, and that part and parcel as a unit we need to grow.
It's called a pula, and pula literally translated means rain. This is a country that's prone to constant droughts, and we believe somehow that the more we pronounce the word pula, which is rain, the more God will answer our dreams.
Botswana has had a stable government, stable environment, and through good leadership and macroeconomic policy, it is one of the shining stars, not only in Africa, but in the developing world.
we've done very well in Africa. And partially because other people are not open-minded enough to go.
See, the risk for us is much lower than what people think. And that combination just yields very high returns.
Ghana and Senegal.
Botswana, Lesotho, Swaziland, South Africa, and Namibia.
Kenya, Mauritius, Zambia is a place to watch.
And we have just incorporated in Rwanda.
You don't just walk into Africa and think it's going to be the same as Minnesota. It's not going to happen. Africa is Africa, and you're either up on what you're about to run into, or you're going to sort of be a bit lost.
You have to have good business sense. I mean, you have to really focus on, the finances, the valuations, just as you would do in making any kind of investment.
All in all, there's money to be made here. It's real, and the returns are real.
Are there any more business offers? Trading session is over.